Tonight, after becoming the first county in Minnesota to deny refugee resettlement, we're hearing from those behind the decision in Beltrami County.
And foster parent shortage. As the number of kids looking for a home in Wisconsin grows, Douglas County is working to encourage more people to take them in.
And a heap of bricks lays piled along a street in downtown Duluth after falling from high above. What business owners are saying as they wait for them to be cleaned up.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. A pile of bricks is causing quite the disturbance to a local Duluth business.
The large pile has been blocking the sidewalk in front of Tie by Tie since Monday. Workers there are saying it's impacting business and causing safety concerns.
CBS3's Alex Libby found out who is responsible for cleaning up the mess.
A pile of bricks is causing a pile of headaches for local restaurant Tie by Tie.
It has been slow since this happened. The first 3-4 days was not good at all.
The bricks fell Monday morning just before opening and have been there ever since.
I tried to park my car in a parking lot. My sister said, "What's that in our restaurant?" I said, "Just snow." She said, "No, it's brown."
A lack of customers isn't the only concern. Other concerns are for the safety of those walking on the sidewalk.
I don't want to say that. I do want a business, but I'm not sure, if something happened.
The Duluth Fire Marshal says it's up to the owner of the building to clean up the mess.
Well, usually we give them a 30-day to deal with it.
Those first 30 days are just so the insurance company can get an estimate. After that, there are several more steps.
And you really can't touch things until the insurance company takes a look at it. Then it's hiring a contractor, and then the contractor does its job.
But there's no guarantee. The bricks will be gone by that deadline.
But it may be a little while until the contractor can get up there and make sure all the bricks remaining are good to go and to do a temporary patch until it can be fixed correctly in the spring.
The fire marshal says this is not a common occurrence.
No, this seems to be kind of an odd situation. Just the right things between the different weather, from the warm and the rain and then all of a sudden getting cold again. It's just kind of the perfect storm to have these bricks fall off.
It's unclear when exactly those bricks will be removed. The good news, so far nobody has been hurt.
All right, let's check in with Dave for a quick look at the weather. Dave, a lot of folks saw some snow mix today. Is that going to be continuing overnight?
It should be fading away. Things have eased up since we last spoke, and the advisories have been lifted for our entire region, but the roads are still less than perfect. And again, we'll show you the road condition map in a few more minutes like we did earlier. Current situation shows our twin low pressure systems tracking out of the area, taking that mix and the snow with it, and higher pressure advancing in will cool us down and slowly clear us up. How slowly? Well, slow enough that I think maybe only partial sunshine for our Friday, but that's better than an overcast sky if you're looking to brighten your spirits. Partly sunny sky then for our Friday. Daytime start in the morning, at least Twin Ports, 7 above. Could be cooler up north, though, in Minnesota. Could go below 0 for International Falls. And then daytime finish in the afternoon, 17 degrees. Probably cooler than that come Saturday because it's Arctic high pressure coming to call, and we'll talk about how long this call will last in just a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. Duluth's mayor has a top priority heading into this year's legislative session. Her big goal, securing more than $13 million to repair the city's damaged shoreline. That funding would help repair parts of the lake walk, specifically from Leif Erikson Park to 21st Avenue East. Mayor Larson says the funding could also help repair the crumbling seawalls behind the deck and roads near Brighton Beach. In all, Larson says the cost for all that work adds up to about $62 million. Other agencies like the DNR are helping the city cover the cost, but Larson says $13.5 from the state would further soften the blow.
Some of it is really storm impact. Some of it is just reconstruction that needs to happen as a refresh.
The City Council has to agree the funding is the city's top legislative priority this year. They're having their first conversation on that tonight, and they're expected to vote on Monday.
Governor Tim Walz has proposed today that the state borrow $276 million to invest in safe and affordable housing projects across Minnesota. The announcement came as part of the first of 4 presentations that Walz has planned. over the next week on his public works borrowing proposal for the 2020 legislative session. Walz told reporters his local jobs and projects plan will total roughly $2 billion.
Communities all around the nation are faced with a decision whether to be a place where refugee immigrants can resettle.
That's because of an executive order by President Trump. In Minnesota, Beltrami County, which includes the city of Bemidji, became the first county in the state to say no.
CBS 3's Jesse Slater heard from county board members about why the decision was made.
Hundreds of thousands of people flee their countries every year looking to start a new life in the U.S.
Organizations partner with the federal government to relocate refugees that are escaping wars or famine or natural disasters.
So this week, the Beltrami County Board had a decision in front of them whether to welcome such refugees into the county of 15,000 people.
We weren't voting to say to the government or an agency, yes, we are going to start taking in refugees. It was more of a hypothetical that we are not opposed to it.
The board voted not to allow refugee relocation within the county limits.
If they were placed here, we just don't have the resources to nurture them and help them succeed and be successful in life. And what a disappointment that would be.
Some board members said it's just not economically feasible. They say the county is struggling as it is to offer affordable housing to locals.
Of the 87 counties in Minnesota, we're one of the poorest counties.
Members feeling heat from the community during a packed meeting as residents were worried immigrants were on the way.
If we could have taken a little more time, maybe we could have dispelled a lot of the rumors that are going around.
Several counties around the state, including St. Louis, tabled the issue until a later date. Now, there are now a few counties that have also voted down resettlement. The deadline for counties to make a decision is June 1st. Some sad news to report. A Minnesota National Guard soldier died during basic training at Fort Jackson in South Carolina. Private Connor McGurran was found unresponsive after a training exercise yesterday morning. The 19-year-old died at the hospital. McGurran is from Owatonna, which is just south of the Twin Cities. He enlisted in the Army National Guard in September. He was on track to become a vehicle maintainer. The Guard called his death a tragic loss. An investigation is underway to determine the cause.
Congress is taking a first step to limit President Trump's war powers and force him to come to Congress before he takes any future military action against Iran. This comes as the president lashed out at congressional Democrats for their criticism over the killing of Iran's top general. Tonight, the president spoke at a campaign rally in Ohio after the House passed a resolution aimed at limiting his ability to wage war against Iran. Republicans denounced the effort ahead of the vote. Meanwhile, Democrats say President Trump's decision to kill Soleimani made the resolution necessary. As early as next week, the Senate could take up a similar measure to require President Trump to get congressional approval before taking further action against Iran. After the House vote, the White House issued a statement saying, quote, "The president has the right and duty to protect this nation and our citizens from terrorism. That's what he continues to do, and the world is safer for it."
To come on Live Local CBS 3, how Douglas County is encouraging people to get involved in fostering kids.
Well, as far as temperatures went today, we got a high of 25, but that will not last. Already other Arctic high pressure systems coming in to cool us down. We'll talk about how low and for how long those temperatures will go coming up after our break.
The modern farmhouse look is here to stay, and we have it for less at Slumberland Furniture. Use a beige or light gray sofa as your base to build on. Next, mix and match metals and wood. Get your current look for less at Slumberland Furniture.
Here's this week's CBS 3 Game Day lineup. Brought to you by Kohler Hyundai. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
After 6 years in business, Lake Effect Vapor is proud to announce we're now your trusted source for premium CBD products in the Northland. We've carefully selected, researched, and have been working with trusted brands to bring you the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products on the market. If you have questions about which CBD products are right for you, or how hemp may improve your quality of life, come into one of Lake Effect Vapor's beautiful locations to consult with one of our knowledgeable sales associates today.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, inventor of MyPillow. My patented fill adjusts to your exact individual needs, and it holds that support all night long to take the pressure off your shoulders and keep your neck aligned so you get the best night's sleep of your life.
MyPillow comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee and an amazing 10-year warranty.
I personally guarantee that MyPillow will be the most comfortable pillow you'll ever own.
Call or go to MyPillow.com now. Use this promo code and Mike will give you a second MyPillow absolutely free. Don't delay. Buy one and get one free.
Feel your devices come alive. Speeds from 100 meg up to 1 gig. Stunning streaming video. Unbeatable power. Wi-Fi on blast. 99.9% network reliability. 100% incredible. Switch to Extreme Internet 100 today for $34.99 a month for 1 year. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Northland, when you want the most new country, make the switch to Cat Country 98.9 KTZO.
Never met a girl like you. What makes you country?
#1 for the most new country.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
The modern farmhouse look is here to stay, and we have it for less at Slumberland Furniture. Did you know most items can be in your home within a week? Plus, get free shipping. Get your current look for less at Slumberland Furniture.
Now, the CBS3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Our latest low pressure system is finally sliding away, so only a couple more hours of maybe a very light mix of light snow coming across our region. But what we got earlier in the day did affect the roadway, so this look at our road conditions shows that things are still less than perfect in northern Minnesota and through a good portion of Wisconsin as well. Looks like 53 and 35 in Wisconsin aren't doing too badly, and hopefully by tomorrow morning when folks commute, it'll be better. And then stay better probably for a couple days as Arctic high pressure comes around to cool us down but keep precip away for a couple of days like I mentioned. Though, again, I do think another round could be with us as early as Sunday. We'll talk about the odds of that paying off in just a bit, but right now we eye up the current conditions at the airport in Duluth. It's 20 degrees with a mostly cloudy sky and a westerly northwesterly wind that's running 12 miles per hour. Barometric pressure 29.89, relative humidity 78%. And now taking a look at our current situation as far as the Doppler map goes, yeah, the snow showers that we've seen earlier in the evening are fading away and tracking to the east, and right now for the most part are out of our system. But again, redevelopment is possible, probably through sunrise. And if it does happen, probably only a few spits and giggles here as far as the snow goes. Nothing major. But again, road conditions less than perfect, like I mentioned. Even here in Duluth, I noticed Woodland Avenue had a little bit of slip just about 2 hours ago. So again, of course, travel cautiously. By tomorrow, the low pressure systems should be getting out of our region, and higher pressure will slowly infiltrate behind them. And so tomorrow, we won't be cloudy like today for the most part. What I'm trying to get at here is instead of mostly cloudy, we'll be partly sunny. I know it's a fine line, but tomorrow we should get at least a few peaks of the sun. And once we get into Saturday, the Arctic high pressure becomes more firmly entrenched over the upper Midwest, and it should be clear to partly cloudy on that day. But again, it's going to be cooler, back below zero for most towns once we get into Saturday morning. In turn, that'll give way to another chance for clouds on Sunday, with our next chance for snow coming to port here. So we show you all that with the 7-day forecast. We start with the temperatures tonight in Minnesota, where it could become as cool as 5 below towards International Falls and maybe down towards Crane Lake and Bike as well. 1 above Mesabi Range, 3 above towards Aiken, 7 to 10 for much of the rest of the region. Now in Wisconsin and Michigan, it will be a little bit warmer, 8 to 12 above for the low temps there. And again, we all have a chance for a few more snow showers for a few more hours, but nothing major. So tomorrow, Wisconsin, Michigan, look for a partly sunny sky with a range of high temps from 12 to 19. That's undercutting normal just by a little bit, but not horribly so. Minnesota high temps, well, as cool as 5 towards International Falls, but as warm as 15 to 17 from Moose Lake towards Park Point. And again, everybody else in between. So partly sunny on Friday. Then we get clear to partly cloudy on Saturday, but that high pressure system really drags the cold stuff back. 10 below Twin Ports low Saturday morning, 20 below inland possible. Then a little bit warmer, a little cloudier, and snow chances then from Sunday through Tuesday. Best chance for snow this week, 60% on Tuesday, and that one may add up to a couple of inches that we may actually have to get out and broom away or even shovel just a bit.
Thanks, Dave. There's a growing need for people in Douglas County to open their homes to children in need.
With foster homes filling up and hundreds of kids needing a place to live, several organizations helped educate those interested in becoming foster parents at a meeting in Superior tonight.
CBS 3's Jenna Wells learned more about how these organizations are working to try to fill that need.
Several families visited the Fairlawn Mansion in Superior Thursday night to learn more about the need for foster parents in Douglas County.
We consistently have people that are interested. Just the sheer amount of children in care is steadily increasing, and it has been over the last 4 or 5 years.
Many organizations were on hand, passing along information on how to get involved. Brittany Johnson with Douglas County Health and Human Services says they have 24 licensed foster homes right now. Only half are accepting kids because the others are full.
We have a lot of foster homes. However, we have far too many foster children that still need homes.
Organizers say one of the most important ways to recruit people to become foster parents is to break the stigma around who can do it and who can't.
You can be a single mom to be a foster parent. You can be a married couple. You can be 2 husbands. You can be 2 wives. It doesn't matter what your identity is. As long as you love kids and have a will to do this and to help them, you can be a foster parent in Douglas County.
Kelly Schoen has fostered 20 children in Douglas County in the last 4 years. She says making sure there are enough foster homes is necessary for the well-being of the kids.
You can only take so many kids, and you need to be able to have the time for those kids and to give them that love and nurturing that they deserve during that time.
That support extending to the child's parents as well.
So that they know their child's being well taken care of while they're trying to help themselves and get better.
Schoen says anyone interested in foster care should reach out to county organizations and attend events like these to know what's right for them.
I really feel that it's important for prospective foster parents to come and talk to a foster parent who's actually done it, because nobody knows what it's like more than a foster parent who's living it day to day.
Organizers say there is a foster care support group with Douglas County professionals every month, as well as other monthly meetings. Anyone can attend to learn more about foster care. You can find more information on our website.
All right, Kelly's here. You know what night it is.
You know what night it is. We got a jam-packed night of high school hockey. Thursday night face-off is coming up next.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. New state-of-the-art dealership. Same President's Award-winning service. KohlerToyota.com.
During the New Year's sale at Home Furniture, take an extra 10% off sale prices. Plus, get no interest financing for 1 year. And free shipping when you spend $4.99 or more. The New Year's sale at Home Furniture.
Welcome to Medical Insight, a weekly healthcare feature brought to you by the experts at Essentia Health. Here's your host, Louis St. George.
Today on Medical Insight, certified nurse midwives Zeta Danaski and Amity Heimbach tell us about Essentia Health's comprehensive midwife program for low-risk pregnancies.
Essentia is now offering a midwifery program. So a patient can see a midwife throughout the pregnancy, and we have a 24/7 call service where the midwife will meet the patient at the bedside and attend the birth.
So typically midwives will spend more time one-on-one with a patient during their labor, giving them suggestions, position changes, different ways to cope with the discomforts of labor, whether it be getting in the tub or massage, as well as the midwives can also provide different medication interventions as well to help them with whatever they want in their labor and delivery.
According to Heimbach, women who use midwives typically have healthier pregnancies and are better equipped for a natural childbirth.
The patient would come in and see a nurse practitioner or a midwife for the first visit and talk about risk factors for the pregnancy, and then decide if you are a midwife candidate or if you should see a doctor for your pregnancy. Women want continuous bedside support in labor, and a lot of women want an unmedicated birth or a more holistic approach to their pregnancy. The unique part of this program is that you can have a full midwifery experience with the backup of an in-house obstetrician, anesthesiologist, and a NICU team.
For Medical Insight, I'm Louis St. George.
This Medical Insight was brought to you by Essentia Health. To learn more about the services we offer, visit essentiahealth.org.
Now at Home Sleep Express during our New Year's sale, get zero interest financing on any Tempur-Pedic for 6 years. Plus, Home will give you a $300 shopping card, free delivery, setup, and a 120-day comfort guarantee. Zero interest financing on Tempur-Pedic for 6 years at Home Sleep Express.
Get your new Polaris snowmobile at Duluth Lawn and Sports.
When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3.
Tonight at 10, we'll be out here in the storm.
For up-to-date coverage morning and night.
Stay away from here.
Live local weather coverage on CBS3 Duluth.
Folks, welcome into another edition of Thursday Night Face-Off. It's been a long time no see. Things settled down for the holidays, but high school hockey is fully back in action. Just about 2 months between now and the state high school hockey tournament. Starting tonight, two teams that we could certainly see making a run to that tournament. Grand Rapids hosting Duluth East. First period, Thunderhawks strike first. Wyatt Holcomb takes a shot from the top of the point. The shot hits Cody Miller's stick just the right way for the goal, and Miller's goal makes it 1-0. To the second, Grand Rapids threatening again. This time it's Derek Ogle who's able to net one off the deflection. Thunderhawks build that 2-0 lead with the power play goal from Ogle. The scoring quite spread out tonight. To the third, Grant Winkler's shot blocked, but Charlie Erickson, the senior captain, is there to clean it up. With 8 minutes left, East now just trails by 1, but that is how it would end. Grand Rapids back in the win column, winning 2-1 the final. In Moose Lake, two teams hungry for a win. The Rebels hosted the Hilltoppers of Duluth Marshall. First period, Moose Lake generates a 2-on-1. Jordan Fosney makes a nice move out in front and finishes in the back of the net. Closing seconds of the first, Henry Ribick gets set up perfectly out front by Fosney for the score. Rebels take a 2-goal lead into the intermission. Second period was a different story. Marshall finally gets on the board. Samuel Ahmet puts home the rebound for the Hilltoppers rally for the 3-2 victory. A tough test for Proctor tonight. They took on Gentry Academy. The Stars with an 11-2 record coming into this one. First period, the Stars get on the board as Barrett Hall flings the puck in front of the net, and it goes off a Proctor defender. It's 1-0. To the second, 4-on-4 hockey. Stars on the charge. Damon Furseth puts it just out of reach of Cody Uri. That would make it a 2-score game. They wouldn't let up as Brevin Grigas scores on the wrister, and the Stars go on to shut him out. 6-0 the final. Up on the Iron Range we go. Hibbing Chisholm hosting North Shore tonight. First period, how about this individual effort from Sully Tikkanen, who makes two defenders miss and then goes top shelf for the highlight reel goal. 1-0 Storm. A little later in the period, Hibbing responds. Blake Kreider finds the loose puck in front and buries the wrister over the goaltender's glove. To the middle frame, Hibbing gets their first lead of the night. And it's Fritter again with the tip in front. His second of 4 goals on the night. Hibbing Chisholm survives a late push from North Shore. They win it just by 1, 7-6 the final. Still to come, Thursday night face-off, Cloquet Esco Carleton looking to keep quite the win streak alive.
Thursday Night Face-Off is brought to you by Essentia Health.
In this place, we face obstacles like nowhere else. The clock, the trail, the hill, the challenge that's always waiting. When that challenge comes, we'll meet it together. Because this, it's your chance to show what you're made of. Tenacity, resilience, and the power to prove that the toughest competition comes from within. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
At Papa Murphy's, we've got high-class pizza for a low price. Right now, the Chicken Bacon Artichoke Pizza is just $9. Pick one up today for just $9 and enjoy a slice of the good life. We make it, you bake it, Papa Murphy's.
Duke is a man of few words and many songs.
Let freedom ring. Gone country. Ain't going down till the sun comes up.
It's 102.5
Obamacare is a complete and total disaster.
Let Obamacare implode.
These wild attacks on healthcare hurt the patients I care for. I've been a nurse in New York for 30 years. I know the difference leadership can make because I saw what Mike Bloomberg did as mayor.
Mayor Bloomberg helped lower the number of uninsured by 40%, covering 700,000 more New Yorkers. Life expectancy increased. He helped expand health coverage to 200,000 more kids and upgraded pediatric care. Infant mortality rates dropped to record lows. And as mayor, Mike Bloomberg always championed reproductive health for women.
So when you hear Mike Bloomberg on healthcare,
this is America. We can certainly afford to make sure that everybody that needs to see a doctor can see a doctor. Everybody that needs medicines to stay healthy can get those medicines.
you should know he did it as mayor. He'll get it done as president.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Welcome back into Thursday Night Face-Off. We've got a pair of girls' games in the Northland to get to, starting with a team that currently rides a 13-game win streak heading into tonight. Cloquet Esco Carleton hoping to stay hot as they welcome in Duluth Marshall. Late in the first, Lumberjacks strike first. Off the rebound, Kiana Bender is there for the second chance. That one hits the back of the net. That's Bender's 21st goal of the season. Makes it 1-0. Maureen Dwyer in net for the Hilltoppers. Got to give her credit. She did a great job of keeping things scoreless following that till the end of the first, stopping 9 of 10 shots. But Bender breaks through again in the second. What a move. Her sneaky shot makes it 2-0 in favor of the Jacks. Bender would add one more before the night was over. She gets the hat trick. 14 wins in a row. That's right, 14 for the CEC Lumberjacks. They get the shutout, 3-0 the final. And another girls hockey matchup, the North Shore Storm hosting Hayward Co-op at Lake County Arena. The Hurricanes put up 2 goals early in the first. Taylor Exton fires from the point, and Lily Pergolski puts away the goal on the rebound. It's 3-0 Hayward. Closing minutes of the period, more heavy pressure but from Hayward. But Megan Larson puts a stop to it, stays 3-0 into the first intermission. North Shore looked much better in the second. Rio Johnson with a chance in front, but Emma Quimby keeps them off the board. Same score after 2. And this one, at last check in the third period, Hayward led 3-0. From International Falls, the Broncos hosting Hibbing Chisholm in girls hockey. The Blue Jackets managed to get the shutout 5-0. They win the final. It was an absolute monster of a week for Team U18, Team USA women's hockey team, and for UMD head coach Maura Kroll, who was at the helm. After a disappointing silver medal finish at last year's IIHF World Championships, Team USA avenged in sweet victory with an overtime win over Canada. Like I mentioned, it was Kroll's second go-around as Team USA head coach. No current UMD players were on the roster, but 3 Bulldog recruits were part of the gold medal winning team. Lakeville, Minnesota native Skylar Vetter made 31 saves to give Team USA its 5th U18 Women's World Championship title in the last 6 years.
This is awesome. You know, I know there was a lot of commentary online about the poor streaming quality, and I think that's really encouraging to see the power of social media and what people can do when they complain and when they tune in and when they care, because that action took place pretty quickly to add a couple more cameras and make it much better than it was. It's not at the level that we want it to be, but way better. And those girls deserve, you know, every camera in that building, every commentator that hopefully they get down the line, because they're working their butts off, and this is their Olympics for the U18s. This is it. You know, I think it's exciting to see where the game's going to continue to go.
Straight from Coach Kroll herself, it is exciting where the future of this sport is going. Even if you're just someone that tunes in once in a while to rep USA, you can't tell me that watching the U.S. women's national team back in 2018 in Pyeongchang, starring UMD goalie Maddie Rooney, wasn't some of the most exciting sport you've ever witnessed. But Coach does have a point. In case you were wondering what she was referencing to, this is the original streaming that she was talking about. This is what you had to watch to tune in to the IIHF Women's World Championships this past week for the first couple days. And that's pretty bad. Where even is the puck? Also, we have to show these highlights, and we couldn't even really do that. But it did get fixed, like she said, and there was a much better option to watch the game come gold medal time, for which almost 11,000 people tuned into the online stream, according to Kroll. And if you missed the U18 tournament, don't worry. The Women's Worlds are just around the corner this March, so get out your Team USA jerseys, and I can almost guarantee you there will be some Bulldog women that you can go and get ready to support. That is going to do it for Thursday Night Face-Off tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health St. Mary's Medical Center, proud to serve as the Northland's only adult Level 1 trauma center.
Attention! This is an important message for anyone diagnosed with cancer after being exposed to Roundup or other weed killers. In 2015, the Internal Agency for Research on Cancer warned that overexposure to Roundup and other weed killers may increase the risk of developing non-Hodgkin lymphoma. More evidence found that Monsanto may have known that Roundup was likely linked to organ damage and cancer. This information was hidden from the public as proprietary trade secret since 1981, and Monsanto may have failed to adequately warn about the potential risk of cancer. A California jury found Monsanto's weed killer caused a groundkeeper's cancer and issued a verdict for $78 million. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with cancer after being exposed to Roundup or other weed killers, you may be entitled to significant compensation. Call the Sentinel Group now. Our network of experienced attorneys is ready to fight for you. You'll pay nothing unless there's a recovery in your favor.
Please call 800-627-1826.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christine Ripp, a family physician at St. Luke's P.S. Rudy Medical Clinic. Biking to work sets me up to have a great mood and a great attitude for the rest of the day. In a health system where sometimes patients can be seeing multiple different specialists, a primary care physician puts all those together. We act as a team leader to make sure that they are getting the care that they need. What I'm doing is taking care of people and making them happier and healthier.
Dear road rivals, I hope you like second place, because first place is all mine. You see, AMCI testing certified that I have better traction up steep hills than the Honda CR-V. I'm a stickler for really good traction, and I won't let go of my grip on first place anytime soon. Sorry, not sorry. RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
Water makes life possible on Earth and in our homes. Culligan conserves this resource with its high-efficiency water softener, the world's best because it uses less water, and that matters to all of us. Click or call Culligan Water and start saving today.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Well, finally, before we go, some other big hockey news on the night. According to a report by the Superior Telegram, Mike Sislo has retired from professional hockey. The Superior native played 10 years at the pro level, including 42 games in the NHL, where he recorded 3 goals and 2 assists. He is the only Superior native to ever play in the NHL. Cislo also played for 5 different teams in the AHL back in 2005. He led the Superior Spartans to a state championship. Hats off to him for quite the career and for representing Superior. Well, that's going to do it for me and Thursday Night Face-Off. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next week.